So we're back at it with the pitches. And this is a fantastic pitch from our colleagues at Solaris. And Solaris is a clean tech company in British Columbia producing the next generation photovoltaic technologies. And they are a manufacturer looking for help. And you'll hear more. Here we go.
The goal of this project is to build a closed-loop manufacturing plant for third-generation thin-film photovoltaics. We are Solaire, a clean tech company based out of Victoria, BC, and we manufacture perovskite photovoltaic modules, which we call PV modules, to power IoT and consumer electronic devices. We build our PV modules starting from a specialized glass substrate, which makes up both 50% of the materials cost of our modules and 50% of the GHG impact of our modules. With the success of this internal recycling project, we can develop perovskite photovoltaics, which cost 75% fewer GHGs to manufacture than traditional silicon photovoltaics. This proposal targets recycling the specialized glass from devices which do not pass QC during manufacturing, or those which are recycled from their natural end of life. These recycling processes will require large amounts of solvents, which this project aims to recycle as well. In order to maximize our manufacturing efficiency and therefore reduce our GHG impact, we are looking to implement smart tracking and automated quality control measurements. Today, we are looking for partners in this project who will join us in this task. We are looking for a company specialized in chemical recycling who will develop the world's first commercial thin-film photovoltaic recycling machinery. We are also looking for a company who will help us build inline and end-of-line QC tools specifically targeting indoor photovoltaics, which would include photoluminescence spectroscopy and current voltage testing. We are also open to partners with projects and ideas which will support closed-loop smart manufacturing, but we have not considered. We are eager to hear your thoughts and discuss where we can expand this project to include your solutions.
You're on mute, John. John, you're on mute.
Thanks, Roshan. Okay, thank you for that. So the next pitch is Terra Bioindustries. Terra Bioindustries is an Ontario headquartered company designed to create multi-industry solutions from agri-food waste. They've developed a platform that can break open the grains and separate the valuable components without compromising functionality. So let's hear Terra Bioindustries.
The gap between what we need and what we have continues to increase. This means that we're paying more money for food that is getting harder to find and produce. But what if we could just tap into another source of food ingredients that also happens to reduce our carbon footprint? We're Terra Bioindustries, and we're decarbonizing food and fermentation value chains through upcycling. Terra Bioindustries has created a patented upcycling platform that tackles Scope 1 and Scope 3 emissions as we recover the unused part of the grains from beer and distillation. Then we transform these into new functional ingredients, and we connect them back to the existing supply chains to make new food and fermentation products. This allows saving carbon emissions throughout the value chain and securing food and resources for the next generation. We have already demonstrated our brewer's spent grain upcycling process at a pilot scale, and we have sent upcycled products to potential customers for detailed evaluations. Therefore, our project for the Engine Sustainable Manufacturing Challenge aims to implement and validate a full circular demonstration where the unused part of the grains used in beer production is recovered, then upcycled using our energy-efficient process and converted into two ingredients: a plant-based protein, which we've named Proteina, and a sugar, which we have called Recyclose. The plant-based protein is meant to be used in food applications like baking, where it can substitute carbs with protein and fiber, therefore making sustainable and healthy food applications. And the sugar will be used in fermentation applications like beer brewing, which initially provided the spent grains, closing the circle. Aside from producing two novel ingredients, this project aims to remove more than 30% of the current carbon emissions linked to grain disposal and agriculture intensification. This is because at least 60% of the carbon emissions of these products that these industries create comes from these sources. The amazing thing is that this project will be the first Canadian circular demonstration for food tech decarbonization. By doing this, Engine contributes to facilitating a transition to sustainable manufacturing for brewing and food industries. For this challenge, we're looking to work together with Canadian breweries, Canadian baking companies, Canadian fermentation companies, as well as technical engineering teams to assist with pre-engineering and project implementation. Thanks everyone for your attention and time. We're TerraBio Industries, and we aim to decarbonize value chains through upcycling.
So next up, we have Tree. This company is based in Ontario, and they manufacture building systems to create energy-efficient, sustainable homes. They are using more sustainable circular materials. Let's listen on what they have to say.
My name is Rick Soteric, CFO of Tree Passive Homes. We prefabricate high-performance building panels for homes. I and all of humanity have the same two conflicting problems. One, buildings contribute roughly half of the carbon causing the climate crisis. And two, a growing global population means we need more homes fast. With conventional materials and processes, solving either problem makes the other worse. It is a catch-22 unless we make radical change. Our mycelium hemp composite will be a game changer that addresses both problems. It will drive a major transformation of our building industry to build faster, help mitigate the climate crisis, and minimize the demands on our forest ecosystem. First, let's consider why this is urgent. The blue bars in the chart illustrate the cumulative carbon emissions from heating and cooling a building, increasing slowly over time. The orange bar represents the upfront carbon emissions from the production of the materials. This happens before the owner moves in and can easily be more than the cumulative operating carbon over 23 years. If we don't solve the upfront carbon issue, we will overshoot our carbon budget for the 2-degree temperature rise. Studies show that you can build the same home using different materials and change the upfront carbon significantly. In this study, varying from 513 kilograms of CO2 equivalent per square meter down to 2. If all the homes built in the GTA were built at the best level, the emissions reduction would be like taking 183,000 vehicles off the road every year. Unfortunately, building at today's best would require clear-cutting significantly more timber, accelerating the climate crisis through decimation of our vulnerable forest systems. Mycelium can provide the transformative solution we need to build the homes we need, reduce the stress on our forest ecosystem, and still reduce the embodied and operational carbon from buildings. We have developed a patented process to create mycelium, natural building materials using mycelium and hemp, both carbon sinks. Nature generates the building material, which stores carbon for the life of the building. We can make a variety of carbon storing products, insulation to wrap building structures for wall and roof systems, sheathing, cladding, structural components. Currently, we can make small pieces in our research lab. This project aims to refine the process and the equipment, tooling, etc., to demonstrate what is needed for commercial scale manufacturing and do the lab testing to validate that the product meets the building code. We believe this material has the potential to revolutionize how we build, how we manage our biodiverse resources, and truly make buildings part of the solution to the climate crisis rather than a major contributor. Mycelium can bridge the gap to the future. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. There's so many fantastic pitches. Our next one is from BioAstra. So BioAstra is a company that's headquartered in Quebec and has an award-winning company with a technology platform of smart polymers and composites for health and clean tech applications. So let's have a listen.
Hello and bonjour. My name is Sumitra Rajgopalan. I'm the CEO of BioAstra Technologies, a biomaterials company based here in Montreal, and I'm here to present our bioelastomer platform as an alternative to polyurethane and seek partners in the Canadian ecosystem across the value chain. BioAstra's biofoam is the world's first 100% bio-based, recyclable, and biodegradable alternative to polyurethane foam. It's based entirely on a green citric acid chemistry, and the resulting foams matches polyurethane in a range of properties. And moreover, it is cost effective and can be manufactured in standard PU manufacturing techniques such as injection molding or slab stock processes. Our goal at the NGen Summit today is to seek partnerships across the entire Canadian value chain in polyurethane foam or rubber manufacturing, be it injection molders, reaction injection molders, and slab stock foam manufacturers, as well as brands looking to be early adopters of this technology here in Canada. We'd be equally excited and interested to hear from Canadian universities and other startups looking for other application ideas or to validate the underlying technology in a laboratory setting. We look forward to participating at the summit and to hear from all of you. BioAstra's role in this project will be as inventors and developers of the biofoam, and we look forward to partnering with foam manufacturers to scale and have this technology adopted by Canadian brands thereafter.
Sorry about that. I'm having trouble unmuting. OK, bonjour tout le monde. La prochaine présentation, next presentation is from EdgeCom. EdgeCom is a company headquartered in Ontario, offering an integrated energy management platform by harnessing the power of IoT and AI. So let's turn it over to EdgeCom.
At EdgeCom Energy, we're empowering large energy consumers to take control of their energy costs and reduce emissions by harnessing the power of our IoT and AI solutions. Our innovative technology will help you optimize energy usage, save money, and contribute to a greener, more sustainable future. The average project duration working with EdgeCom is about 3 years or 36 months. In terms of project description, we've launched an initial version of our AI Energy Copilot and envision using this tool to automate the control of assets and processes within a facility, ultimately to minimize costs, minimize emissions, and coordination with what's happening on the grid. We have experience dispatching BAS, BMS, battery solutions, and generators, and now we want to expand this control to PLCs within a facility's processes. This project involves further training and developing new capabilities for our Copilot, with feedback and data from employees and processes with manufacturing facilities playing a pivotal part. The objectives of our project are to train the AI Copilot on unique priorities and constraints of the manufacturing facility, integrate our Copilot with existing systems, so ERPs, SCADAs, PLCs, etc., use our Copilot to optimize and eventually control certain facility operations, considering both internal and external information to help reduce the costs and emissions of the facility. Then, of course, collaborate with on-site staff to improve and expand the capabilities of our Copilot. Now, EdgeCom Energy's expertise and role in the project. We offer energy management and grid analytics, IoT for electricity, water, and gas monitoring, as well as distributed energy resource dispatch and optimization, and AI Energy Copilot or Virtual Energy Manager, depending on how you want to dub it, to support. We're also willing to lend our expertise to any sector or service where it would be a good fit. The expertise we are seeking is PLC and SCADA experts, manufacturing facilities looking to automate or optimize or decarbonize parts of their operation, complementary technology providers, and then last but not least, energy brokers.
So next up, we have Magic Systems. It's a company headquartered in Ontario, and they are an AI company that is using AI to drive continuous improvement for manufacturers. Let's listen to them.
Hi, I'm Mike Tatham, CEO of Magic Systems, and we use AI to drive continuous improvement for manufacturers. Over the last 10 years, we've been helping manufacturers improve operational efficiency in numerous sectors, including automotive, metalworking, food and beverage, and more. Our Magic Visual Manufacturing Suite is an enterprise platform that makes it easy to capture and monitor equipment data, analyze and visualize performance across machines, production lines, and factories, and to drive continuous improvement with advanced analytics and problem-solving tools. Our proposed project would produce an enterprise solution that uses AI to drive best practices across multiple factories to maximize sustainability and efficiency. The objectives of this project include improving uptime and reducing resource waste with a holistic view of maintenance and operational best practices across factories, promoting the efficient use of resources and energy by minimizing unplanned downtime, driving waste reduction by highlighting the impact of defects and scrap, and optimizing energy usage by detecting consumption anomalies and their root causes. This will result in a solution that drives the continuous improvement process with AI-guided decision-making to maximize sustainability and efficiency. Magic's specialization in this project includes capturing equipment data and providing a holistic view across machines, production lines, and factories, providing our Magic Visual Manufacturing tools to drive best practices, sustainability, and efficiency through a holistic enterprise view, comprehensive factory analytics, and streamlined operator interfaces. And thirdly, driving key continuous improvement use cases by using AI to guide the decision-making process for improving downtime and energy consumption, maintenance, defects, and scrap. We are looking to work with manufacturers to build and refine our solution. Ideally, these manufacturers would be in automotive, food and beverage, and metalworking, or other sectors with high volumes of discrete production, as well as manufacturers who have a culture of continuous improvement and a need for digitization, efficiency gains, and improving best practices. We would also like to work with technology partners who are interested in driving their solutions with real-time equipment data. These could include maintenance management systems, energy and process management systems, ERPs, and machine learning solutions. Thanks for listening. We're looking forward to discussing this opportunity to work together.
Wonderful. So our next pitch is from New Earth Solutions. New Earth Solutions is a company headquartered in Ontario that is designing air filtration systems and looking to prove out their solutions in manufacturing facilities. Let's take a listen.
Hey, my name is Mitchell, the co-founder at New Earth Solutions. I'm really excited to share with you our technology because we have a solution to a real-world problem: the air we breathe. Our biological air filter leverages beneficial microbes located in the root zone of plants to metabolize and break down volatile organic compounds into non-harmful compounds. We work with ASHRAE standards, specifically the indoor air quality procedure, to implement filtration inside of a building and reduce ventilation while still meeting adequate indoor air quality levels. Everything's been third-party tested through National Research Council of Canada and in compliance with the requirements of ASHRAE. Our outcomes with our HVAC load-reducing technology is to reduce greenhouse gas emissions through the associated ventilation needed in buildings through heating and cooling, as well as waste reduction, because we're converting harmful compounds into non-harmful compounds. We're not capturing and throwing away filters like other technologies. We're also enhancing indoor air quality, which involves improving occupant well-being for people working in buildings that have poor indoor air quality. And ultimately, we're looking to partner with a manufacturer who produces a significant amount of VOCs in their manufacturing process. This could be through solvents, adhesives, paints. And by working with us, we are a turnkey solution. So we handle everything from the design, construction, and implementation of the technology, as well as provide tools for mechanical engineers to leverage the indoor air quality procedure and formula so we can ensure that everything is up to code. We're ideally looking to do a project in Southern Ontario in a facility with 10,000 square foot or more of air that we can clean. This will allow us to demonstrate a significant improvement to energy consumption and the overall sustainability of the manufacturing process. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about this technology, and I hope we can connect on a project.
So next up, we have Panevo. They are headquartered in BC, and they develop and deploy tools to layer on top of industrial data systems, and they apply machine learning and advanced analytics to existing data sets. This helps to enable industry to minimize waste, produce products optimally, and optimize energy management. Let's listen to their new project.
Hi, this is Stacy Bondariva from Panevo. At Panevo, we specialize in energy process optimization for industry, and this NGen SMC project is to develop and test AI-enabled functionality in our Energy Management Information System, or EMIS, software. Panevo helps manufacturers achieve climate goals, reduce cost, and improve competitiveness. We have a team of engineers, Sigma Black Belts, and energy managers that specialize in projects to reduce utility use and decarbonize facilities across North America. Our software offers real-time tracking of utility and production performance data, providing one source of truth for your operational data to really drive informed decision-making and efficiency. Panevo has enabled funding for 3 previous NGen projects, 2 of which are already complete, and 1 for real-time advanced production scheduling systems that is currently ongoing, but has already revealed significant improvement potential. We've also unlocked funding for an $8 million project with SDTC to further build out our software for industry. We're a Microsoft One commercial partner, and our software customers include multiple global billion-dollar organizations. The proposed timeline for this project is 36 months. This starts with an on-site gap analysis to understand the meters and sensors currently at your facilities. Then we'll support with meter procurement, contractor management, and implementation to really build out the data set and to embark on your utilities digitalization journey. We'll then leverage that data to understand your current performance versus what is achievable, and we'll implement, test, refine AI and reinforcement learning to extract further energy savings across your facilities. The new technology will involve deep learning and AI-enabled functionality to deliver savings beyond what a standard EMIS solution would be able to provide. The project objectives are very well aligned with NGen's SMC objectives. We anticipate making significant emissions and energy reductions, supporting digital transformation, using data-driven decision-making, and forming long-lasting partnerships as we have with many previous customers. Panevo will provide expert support with the NGen application and project management. We'll use our expertise to find data gaps, unlock efficiency gains, and deploy and test our AI-enabled functionality to find further carbon emissions and energy efficiency gains. We're really looking for partners interested in deploying EMIS across multiple industrial facilities with a need to decarbonize, to reduce expenditure, and have personnel that are either familiar with energy efficiency practices or are willing to learn and support this process. We really look forward to working with you as we embark on this utilities conservation digitalization journey. Please contact us at info@panevo.com to learn more.
Hi, folks. Our next pitch is from a company called Centire. Centire is a company headquartered in British Columbia and developer of AI and robotic software intended for autonomous and collaborative robots. Please enjoy.
My name is Mahsu, founder and CEO at Centire. I'm going to briefly introduce our company and solution for autonomous manufacturing. We are a startup based in Vancouver, BC, with a dedicated team of experts in AI, robotics, and data. Centire is on a mission to create a universal AI for seamless perception and processing for collaborative robots, so they can better see, act, and react in unison and fulfill complex tasks in advanced manufacturing. We design and develop a brain for autonomous robots and collaborate with the strategic partners such as cloud providers and robot manufacturers to offer an end-to-end solution for manufacturing 4.0. I also like to briefly discuss the type of projects we are focused on. such as general manipulation tasks for bin picking and sorting, or material handling for assembly. General manipulation and material handlings are some of the most complex tasks within the manufacturing sector, since incorporating these processes involve a specialized label. However, manual label results in error and inefficiencies. So keeping up with increasing production demands while maintaining high precision stays an open challenge. Plus, such errors will increase the greenhouse gas emissions. Robots can operate these tasks with increased precision and speed, and thereby improving productivity and efficiency. But to do so, they should be able to see, act, and react or navigate dynamic environments where data is constantly in flux. So they need a reliable software to adapt to a changing environment and work in unison to perform a complex task. That's where our solution comes in. We propose a decentralized solution tailored for manufacturing 4.0. This project is set to revolutionize production lines, creating a blueprint for tomorrow's manufacturing by combining AI and robots for automation of complex tasks and real-time processing. We use AI to improve the precision of robots and therefore enhance productivity and reduce the greenhouse gas emission. Plus, our decentralized solution helps manufacturers to manage their operation by avoiding error and material waste, and therefore reduce energy for green production. These advantages make us a very strong choice for any corporation looking to automate their production at scale. In the realm of material handlings and assembly, our solution stands out for its scalability, robustness, and adaptability, representing the next leap in autonomous manufacturing. This is why our team should be trusted with a project of such caliber. Plus, our dedication to open innovation and mission-focused approach fuels our determination to deliver exceptional results. We offer AI software that enables robots to collaborate and cooperate using machine vision and learning. While our competitors are focused on individual robots, we are leveraging the group behavior and advanced technologies such as 5G and Edge AI to maximize efficiency. Groups like Amazon shown the immense value of autonomy through the utilization of fleets of collaborative robots. This approach not only optimizes the speed, robustness, and efficiency, but also contributes to the reduction in greenhouse gas emission. The same technology can be adopted for autonomous manufacturing in a broad range of applications. Now is the time for your organization to seize the opportunity and be in forefront of future manufacturing in Canada and beyond. Thank you so much for listening, and we look forward to the prospect of working with your teams on this project.
Okay, thank you. And our last pitch for today is from a company called Xiera. And so Xiera is a company headquartered in Ontario and has developed the first auto tuner for fuzzy logic control. So let's hear from them.
Hi, folks, and welcome to this introduction to Xiera Technologies. We're an AI for Manufacturing Canada company, and we've developed the first automatic tuner for fuzzy logic control. So fuzzy logic control has been shown to be typically around 5 to 35% more energy efficient than conventional control algorithms like the PID. It's been used in hundreds of different applications, but despite the benefits which are known, the PID is used like 99% of the time because it's easier to tune. So we've solved that problem with our AI tuner, opening up fuzzy logic to wider use. So I think pictures speak louder than words. What you're looking at here in blue is the speed of a motor, and in black is the set point. So when we look at the PID, for example, upon startup, you can see this massive overshoot and the struggle before it's able to get the process at the desired set point. When torque disturbances are added here and here, you can see some of the struggles of the PID to maintain the desired set point. Conversely, when you look at the fuzzy logic controller, you can see here on startup, it's very smooth. When disturbance is added here and here, you can see that throughout the process is kept stable. So what we're looking at here is PID control of 3 loops. The third problem we solve here is slow rise time. So you can see this takes forever to get to the desired set point. And the fourth problem we solve is interaction between loops. So if you can imagine that you have a machine in which you need to simultaneously control pressure and temperature, for example. Well, if you change one, it affects the 3, and then over here on loop 1 and loop 2, you can see the effect. And likewise with the other loops, you see that there is an effect on the other. So when we compare now to the fuzzy logic controller, you can see here on the second loop, look how much the rise time has been improved. And then when disturbances are added here, for example, on the third, you can barely detect any disturbances on the other loops because the fuzzy logic controller has minimized the interaction between the loops. And likewise over here, you can see barely any effects. So what's the relevance of this? Well, one thing you should know is that we're currently the only company we know of that can do multivariable fuzzy logic control. We can do something like a 3x3 system like the one you see here, or we can also do, for example, a supervisory controller. If, for example, you have like 7 air compressors or 4 chillers or whatever it is, and you need them to work together, and the graphs look very similar to what I showed you earlier, where there's overshoot, there's undershoot, there's slow rise time, there's all these problems, we can actually help to minimize that. So now that you understand what we do, understanding the project is pretty simple. We put fuzzy logic control on a process of your choice to get those 5 to 35% greater efficiency benefits. Obviously, the higher the energy cost or environmental footprint, the bigger the impact fuzzy logic will have. The other thing to consider is that we don't have to be an independent project, but can also come in as part of another cluster. Many of you are going to be doing power generation or carbon capture or some other really big project. And NGen likes big clusters. So if we can come in and just add fuzzy logic as part of that larger project, that can be of great benefit. Just like a quick example, if you're talking about product yield over here, for example, as one of the project objectives, let's say you're doing a hydrogen electrolyzer. Well, that's a multivariable control problem. Maybe we'll be able to add a few percentage points to the amount of hydrogen being produced, which is huge. And of course, our role in the project will be to design and tune the fuzzy logic controller and provide technical support on our hardware GDEX. And the expertise we're seeking are manufacturers who are interested and system integrators who can basically implement our solution on the field. Thank you.
So that was our last pitch. John Sigana, if you want to join me.
Oui, parfait. Yep.
So that was the last pitch. So we had 20 pitches. I hope you found them useful. And the 21 partners, hope you are networking with them. We have another networking session right after this, and it'll keep on going till at least 3. And if you want to stay on, and we can leave this platform open for a bit longer. The 240 plus attendees that showed up, so it's a good turnout. I want to thank the NGen team for their work behind the scenes in making this happen. And want to highlight that you can come to smc@ngen.ca anytime. Email us. We are here to help you. And we have all sorts of resources on the website under project funding, where you can look for templates, presentations, all sorts of resources. But we are here to help you, and it's a journey. The deadline for screening is on June 26th, right? The sooner we get the screening done, the more time we have for the full application. So encourage you to work with us to make this a success. And if you have any questions at this point, John and I are here to answer it in English or in French. You want to say a few things?
Oui, merci Roshan. Just a few words, quelques mots juste pour remercier tout le monde, les participants, aussi les gens de NGen qui ont animé derrière la scène et qui sont assurés que tout ça fonctionne parfaitement. Comme disait Roshan, n'hésitez pas à nous contacter, à interagir avec nous. La date limite est le 26 juin pour les expressions d'intérêt. Donc, le plus tôt est le mieux pour qu'on puisse vous orienter pour l'expression d'intérêt. Donc, le reste du temps, en fait, à moins qu'il y ait des questions, on va le passer en réseautage avec tout le monde. Donc, n'hésitez pas à aller visiter tous les partenaires qui étaient présents aujourd'hui pour discuter avec vous. That covers. Unless questions, we should go perhaps to the networking.
Were there any in the Q&A which we haven't touched upon? I think the first one is, will there be a list of event participants made available? Unfortunately, we didn't get the opt-in from the companies, so we cannot share the list because that will be against spamming rules. But do network at the event and reach out to us if you're looking for partners, and we will do the necessary things to make introductions. Second one is, statistically speaking, what is the chance of getting funded? So the highest scoring projects win. That is the rule, and that depends on how well you write that application and how well the project is focused on sustainable manufacturing. How is it transformative in the sense of new IP being generated? How collaborative it is that different companies are coming together and working on the application. Make sure that it is applied, solution oriented. So there's some commercialization plan for all partners, and that is enduring. So showing a broader impact in the society, right, across Canada. The team here, including John, me, Stephanie, and Arthur, we are your frontline people to help you in trying to develop a project application that is strong. We'll do our level best, but of course, it's a competition, and it's assessed by a panel of assessors. And the best projects, the top scoring projects will win. Yeah. John, you want to say something in front?
No, I think, perfectly
Okay.
squared away.
The next one is a project at R&D stage eligible. So we are not looking for exploratory or theoretical work. We are looking for technology that is kind of at least at a pilot stage, and you're trying to take the clean tech, work with a manufacturer to prove out your technology, right? That's the underlying theme in this call. What stage does your project need to be? Is there a TRL level? So we are not looking specifically at a TRL level, but I would say at least a 6 would be great. You know, you're looking for at least a prototype, and this is a 3-year horizon, so you can hopefully work with your manufacturer, prove your technology is into full commercialization in the 3 years.
Yeah. Let me translate those two because they're important. Une des deux questions qui sont apparues dans le chat, c'était sur le niveau de TRL et si les projets de R&D étaient éligibles. Donc, il n'y a pas de niveau de TRL comme tel, mais c'est clair qu'on cherche des technologies, des applications qui sont plus près de la commercialisation, donc des TRL quand même un peu plus élevés. Si c'est encore théorique et au laboratoire, c'est trop tôt pour les financements de Engine, clairement, pour que ça puisse passer. Donc voilà, I just wanted to clarify that just in case.
Yeah. Yep. And thank you for this question from Joe. It's about finding markets. So we have a collaboration corner. It's meant for collaborative innovation projects. Provided, Joe, you have that collaborative innovation focus, we can use the collaboration corner to push out the project and use our newsletter and our network, of course. But we are not here at this point for selling. That kind of sales kind of support is for companies that are already funded by us. Then we try to help them more on the commercialization side. Otherwise, we'll be inundated by inquiries. Yeah. Can we get copies of the pitches of one particular? The whole pitch is available on the by link. We will share a link for all the YouTube videos, and you can look at them at your pleasure. And there are contact details there too. I think that's it, right?
That's right.
Yeah, great. So thank you for everyone for participating from across the country. We are looking forward to working with you in making this challenge a success. We are here to help you. SMC, Sustainable Manufacturing Challenge, smc@engine.ca. That's where you should email for any support. And now we'll turn over to the networking session.
Excellent. Thank you.